Good afternoon, everyone. So already the Lordship has spoken about the policy matters which are required. So I would not like to elaborate on that issue. So today's sub-theme is technology-driven reforms. So I have taken charge as CEO for Center for E-Governance very recently. So before that, I have also worked as registrar in Debt Recovery Tribunal quite long back, and I have the experience of computerizing the Debt Recovery Tribunal Bangalore, which I also emulated in 7 other tribunals. I would like to come back to that later. So coming to the technology-driven reforms, as we all know, so e-governance is inescapable. So today, e-governance is a way in which accountability and transparency can be brought, public services can be taken to the citizens, and it can be delivered in an effective manner. There can be citizen-centric measures, and government is doing and concentrating much more on this. The digital India, when we come to it, to say in a very capsule model, so we are supposed to build up the digital infrastructure. We are supposed to make the citizen digital literate, and we are supposed to deliver services digitally when we say it in a capsule model. And Karnataka is a pioneer state which is ahead in this e-governance initiative. But unfortunately, in spite of all what we claim, we stand 118th in the United Nations Digital E-Governance Development Index still. And judiciary being an arm of government, means like executive or legislature, judiciary is an important arm of government. And as there has to be integration, so no institution can escape the e-governance. It has become inevitable. And it has to be adopted at the earliest and have to be integrated with the other organs of the government for effective functioning of the country itself. So coming to Center for E-Governance, our mandate is to provide the infrastructure. We have to maintain the infrastructure. We are maintaining the statewide area network. And right now, through our Case One network, we have connected around 4,000 offices. And now the recent budget, the Chief Minister has announced that we are going to expand it to 6,400 more locations. And we are expanding it to 10,000 offices. And as I know, all the district courts have been connected with our Case One network. And even many of the taluka courts have been connected. With the Case 1-2 coming into effect, most of the taluka courts will be covered. And we have connected all the Tahsildar office. And coming to optic fiber network, our Karnataka is ahead of any other state in India. So just yesterday I was listening to a presentation. We are much ahead of any other states in India, and most of our GPs, 65 to 70% of our GPs have been connected with the OFC network already. And the work is going on at a very fast pace, the Bharat 3 network. And we have the state-of-art data center which can host any application, so which is developed by the organization. Coming to the tribunal, this theme, even though it is concerned about the judiciary, the tribunal is a sub-theme here. How tribunals can be IT enabled to deliver the services. The Lordship has already spoken about the eCourt, the Supreme Court E-Committee, the recommendations, what have been made and what are being implemented. Coming to the tribunal, I was the registrar in Debt Recovery Tribunal in 2006 Bangalore. So I was a technocrat and I had implemented few e-governance projects before. After becoming the registrar, I faced several issues like courts are immersed with the court records. And we will not be, as a registrar come secretary, will not be knowing what's happening. And any records you call for, it takes days. And there will be one clerk for preparation of the cause list, another clerk for just preparation of the statistics which are called by the ministry to provide with. So I came out with a software in the Java open source. So that was the solo effort. So I computerized all the activities wherein there was no additional data entry. People, whatever they are doing, they keep doing it on the computer. So what I saw that was the manual process were replaced by the system process. Instead of manually maintaining the register, they were taking the printouts and started maintaining through system. And when I tried to integrate it to the other tribunals, as per the directions of the higher-ups, then I realized some of the issues what was raised. Even though they are all debt recovery tribunals, there are so many nomenclatures, so many defenses and practices. So that is where some common practices are required. So and that is where common regulations have to be framed. So and with computerization, We also provided the public interface to the advocate, wherein they can watch the cause list, status of the case. Status of the case used to give every record, like what are the miscellaneous applications filed in the case, when the case has been restored, so and how, what are all filed in that particular case. So each and every activity was computerized through that. And I have seen the advantage of it, and computerization and IT enablement of the services is inescapable. We have to provide a public interface to the public also. And we also as that's the case war system as conceived, and the Lordship also mentioned, it has to be interoperable. Systems cannot work in silo. There has to be APIs. They should be able to talk to the appellate courts, and they should be able to talk to the other this thing, and they should be access with the other stakeholders like prisons or any other stakeholders, and there should be facility to do the video conferencing and all. Saying this, that IT enablement is inescapable, I don't want to take much time. I will use stage to the others. Okay, fine.